Yeah, tell me all about the new French cut reeds.
Absolutely. So this right here, this is the guy. This is the French cut, and it's our newest product. It's a new reed, and we make it for clarinet, for alto and tenor saxophone as well. And it's a reed that we kind of dialed in intentionally for players in classical genres. So for saxophone, they have different needs than some of the like classical saxophone reeds have very, very specific needs, and really like chamber orchestral clarinetists have different needs as well from like soloists. But one of the questions that we heard a lot was, can you make a reed that's even darker in sound? Clarinetists and classical saxophonists really dive into how dark a sound can I get. People looking at really closed mouthpieces and strong reeds to enhance the richness, the core of your sound, to sort of suppress almost the higher overtones of the instrument to make something that's rich, resonant, and dark, but without like an airiness or without any kind of edge. And that was really what we wanted to do. But the trick was, how do you do that and also maintain a reed that is responsive, just like the rest of the Legere products? And that was what the design team set out to do. And so that was really what we ended up getting. It was a dark centered tone with that high overtone suppression. It's all coming from this design of the reed is very different. The European cut is known for being a little bit wider at the tip. It's a little bit thinner at the tip, and all of that's to enhance an easy response and kind of a brilliance and a color and a real resonance of sound. This reed, we took a lot of that material that's on the reed and moved it towards the center and built like this little spine. So the spine that exists on the European cut is pretty pronounced, and this one is even more so. The original concept was sort of to push more and more into the center to sort of build up the core of the reed and enhance the core of the sound. And that's really what happened. And then the next step of that was, okay, well, now we want to kind of deliberately curtail the higher end response so that it really focuses on this darkness. And that ended up providing us with a really clear sound with a really strong center and a really, really great resonance. And it just was really, really interesting. The further trick, of course, is it's all tricks and it's all just different changes to the design, was, okay, now can we do that while maintaining a really thin tip so it's responsive? And the answer eventually was yes. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's all comes down to, well, again, you can't see it, but how much does the reed scoot down at the tip, and where do you make it curve down at the hearts? And that was sort of what we went with. And a big part of this reed was getting players to test it. So we ran some of our beta testing, not just with folks like yourself, our valued endorsing artists, but also with players who may not have preferred the European cut. So really, it's a great opportunity for us to explore the needs of players who felt they weren't being met by the European cut. And if you didn't like the European cut, there's a pretty decent chance that you'll like the French cut.